Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Chloe here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Call Me Under demo. Call Me Under recently ran a Kickstarter campaign, and I believe it was all successfully funded. So this game right now, the version that I'm playing is just the demo. Again, the full game is going to have like a ton of different things. Apparently it will have over 60 unique CGs, over 25 possible endings, 6 individual romances, including 2 polyamorous romances, and much more. So this is made by the same development company that published Lunaris. It's made by Lunaris Games. They're the same company that was behind When the Night Comes, which we've previously covered on this channel, which you guys might recognize that because of the art and everything. So I don't know much about this game other than I believe it's going to take place in kind of like a sunken city kind of environment, sort of like a I'm getting like like some BioShock vibes from this. It's like BioShock but gay, right? So we're just going to start playing. So the demo is rated 17 for strong language, dark humor, use of substances such as alcohol and cigarettes, eldritch horrors. Any characters portrayed in this game are works of fiction, and any likeness to any real person is purely coincidental. Some scenes may contain mild flashing images. Ooh! Oh my god, we get an animated little opening here. That's exciting. When the Night Comes, by the way, guys, sorry to distract, but When the Night Comes is supposed to be getting its revamp. I might check that out independently, but very cool. Or, do I click? The beginning was bathed in darkness. This is like old film. This is exactly what it looks like to... The beginning was darkness. Okay, yes. Its form and its home, the most basic state of being. Ooh, but now it's all watercolor. Never mind, it's darkness again. The inkwell from which flesh was shaped. Minds were made and dreams were born. Ooh. We began in the shadows. They nourished us, caressed us, gave us life. But greedy hearts demanded more. Separation, independence, a self free from the roots. Colors split from the inkwell, and a new perspective, a new meaning was born. Ooh! Oh my god! Oh, that made me uncomfortable. What the hell? And so began the tale of our creator's downfall. Ooh. But I'm sure you'll know that already, right? How the skies formed their legions and drove the shadows to the bottom of the dark and terrible ocean. I did not know. No, I don't know that. What such a simple fable. What the hell is happening? A great and uncomplicated way to explain the universe to young, impressionable minds. Yeah, yeah. You sure you aren't gonna scare some young, impressionable minds with this? Tell me, do they recount this tale with your bedside lamp turned on so you don't feel the fear creeping in? They don't tell me this tale at all, sir and or ma'am and or gentle person. Do they make monsters with their hands in that light so that you know that there's nothing in the darkness but evil? I don't know. Have you ever just felt that tiny sliver of doubt that maybe... They lied? I don't know. I don't understand. Huh? Call Me Under. Okay, interesting. That gave me no context. Okay, okay. I think in the final version you get to play between like the kind of like the sea creature person, the lizard, not the lizard person, but like the you know, like shape of water person, the monster. But right, we can only play as a human. Fresh blood from the surface. A few prior conventions, but nothing I can't work with. Reason for any acquiring them is unknown, but seemingly a decent decision on her part. My first impressions are good, but I'll refrain from forming any solid opinions until after we've gotten to the nasty shit. Here's hoping it works out better than the last time, P. Sinclair. Having recently arrived from the surface, you find yourself thrust into the capable hands and employment of Penelope Sinclair, editor of the Styx Journal, but most significantly, leader of Scott and Claire investigations. Your past is shady, but the conventions here are nothing new, nothing but a memory here in Styx. Call it a much-needed beginning, if you will. A second chance to start somewhere fresh where nobody knows your name. You have a job, a place to live, and a host of shit that's about to be thrown into your lap. Here's hoping your sea legs are steady because life is about to get real choppy. Settling into a new city can be a headache. Tell us your first name. It's Swiggity, and my surname is Swoogity. Swiggity Swiggity is non-binary. The city of Styx, November 1958. The incessant tap-tap-tap of the typewriter's mechanical keys beneath my fingertips is the only thing keeping me awake tonight. Love these backgrounds so far. And I like how it kind of has this sepia sort of, like, glow to it. The whole environment here is, like, subdued, like, a little bit. It's warm, but it's a little bit desaturated, which kind of reinforces the time period that we're in. So that's really nice. That's a nice touch. I like doing things with kind of like a sepia sort of tint to them. That and the stench of smoke and booze wafting from Penny's office. It's only 7. She'll have one hell of a hangover tomorrow. Again. I sigh and glare at the fresh seat before me. I'm only a sentence in and it's already nonsense. I angrily yank at the roller and tap on, the arms swirling against the black ink ribbon. It's gonna be a late one. I sit back and stare at the words on the page. Words I've seen typed out by many and many others hand too many times to count in the short time I've been here. Missing, kidnapped, presumed dead, dismembered. I hear a low whistle and turn to find Petty staring at me, sticking her head through the door frame. Hey, you done yet? I don't have all night, you know. I thought you were supposed to be fast. I'm on it. Only one more section to type up. She rolls her eyes and disappears into Scott and Sinclair investigations. Penny's the editor of the Styx Journal, also a private investigator when night falls. She's relentless and brilliant. Her work partner, Annie Scott, is one of the many citizens of Styx who went missing recently, and I don't think Penny has slept since. And it looks like I'll be joining her with the amount of work I've got on my plate. I didn't think that taking a job in a newspaper would end with me elbow deep in murder cases and disappearance, but hey, wherever the tide takes me, I guess. I press play on the tape recorder and get ready to type. But what did you see? You say that you were blacked out after she was taken. You must have gotten a good look at the guy's face. That's the thing, though. This wasn't no guy. It wasn't no human. Yeah, you said that already, but it isn't like we have much in the way of humans down here, so help me out. Be more specific. It wasn't one of them, either. It was... I quickly stopped the tape and watched the water in my glass ripple, the whole room trembling. I gripped the edge of the desk, steadying myself, but it stops after a few seconds, still long enough to throw me off. Another quake the second today. Is it me, or did that one feel more violent? I turn and find Penny tugging on her coat, a cigarette hanging haphazardly between her lips. She's laden with case files as usual, and I highly wonder if this woman ever quits. She doesn't seem too bothered by the fact that the ocean is shaking us like a fish in a bowl, but then again, I guess it's exactly what we are. Should I be concerned? Nah, don't fret. She waves me off as she breezes over to my desk and yanks the paper free from the typewriter, squinting at it and sighing when she sees it isn't done. But that she adds it to the messy pile she has hitched under her arm anyway. These things happen. It's just the nature of the Styx, my friend. You'll get used to it. Now go home and get some rest, alright? I need you here bright and early tomorrow. Oh, and lock up for me, would ya? She doesn't wait for me to respond, and the front door swiftly slams shut behind her. I rub my eyes and will the tiredness that blurs the edges of my vision to disappear. I just want to get through this damn interview so I can go home. Then it happens again. This time it's vicious. No gentle warning or soft rumble, just full bore. Lights swinging, shit falling to the floor and cracking against the linoleum, books falling from the shelves. My desk jumps across the room like it has a mind of its own. Fear consumes me. I launch myself from my chair, stumbling towards the door and reaching for the handle like a lifeline. I tear it open, the walls screaming around me, the roar of what sounds like thunder rattling in my ears. I escape into the atrium and my eyes fall upon the chaos. Hordes of people run from the surrounding businesses, bars, and lounges. There's a stampede coursing across the main floor, and all I can think is that there's been a few weeks, and here I am, watching it all end. That's when the screaming begins. Think the sound might be coming from me, but the chorus of wailing that fills my head can't possibly be human. It sounds like a wounded animal, a death knell. Chills me to my core and leaves the hairs on my arms and the back of my neck standing to attention, saluting whatever terrible thing is making that damn noise. I close my hands over my ears and try to shut it out, try to push forward and get the hell out of here. I look up as I run and notice that the glass that encases us is holding, so at least today might not be the die watery death, but then a flash. A violent, blinding light, the edges of my vision, blurring, shifting, and then everything goes quiet, not a sound, not a whisper. I stand still and close my eyes tight enough that it hurts, pain blooming bright behind my eyelids. Next come the voices, ones that aren't mine. They echo and they shift, a terrible cacophony of crying, wailing, laughing. Then my mind fills with the vision of a face. Oh, he hot, though. Hello, August. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again. Blue eyes, hair as black as the night. He stares down in his hands, and every inch of them is painted a terrible and unmistakable crimson. They shake, his long fingers trembling, as he drops them to his side in what looks like defeat. Then he's looking right at me. He sees me. I snap back into the waking world with a painful jolt, my tempers throbbing, and then comes back total silence. Clarity, the calm after a terrible storm. I look around, my vision is clear again. No blurring, no bloody stranger staring directly into my soul. I take a deep breath and shake my head, blinking myself free of whatever that was, and I look down and check that I'm still whole. Something catches my eye, a flash of red in the neon lights. Look down at my hands and find them covered in blood. That's when everything turns to black. I wake early, and I don't remember how I got home, but I do know that my sleep was fitful and plagued with nightmares. Nightmares of bloody palms, of unfamiliar faces, of sounds of something... Hello, my child? It's my cat. Okay, well, come sit on my lap then. There you go. But the sounds of something dark and terrible calling out to me. Everybody say hi to Stella. I want to see your comments in the chat saying hi to her. She's very needy today. She knows that I'm moving next week. Which, of course, makes this easier for me, doesn't it? Yeah. She's technically, I've mentioned this before on the channel, but she's technically my brother's cat. So don't worry, she is being well cared for and well loved and played with. And he buys her, like, all the toys that she could ever want in the world. But she is going to be sad when I leave. Because I've been taking classes remotely here. I've been able to stay at home with her, like, every single day. Not that she spends time with me. Not that you spend time with me. No, you don't. She's going to be very sad, so I'm just going to let her sit with me today. She was being kind of naughty this morning when I was recording. I feel bad for her. But she's just such a good girl, you know? She is. I have, like, little stuffed animals on my bed that sit on my bed. Like, little stuffed kittens. And it's funny, because when I had a cat when I was younger, that cat loved those kittens. And she hates them. Like, she will take these, like, stuffed kittens and she will, like, strangle them. Like, earlier today she was, like, beating the crap out of them, and I was like, stop throwing. She, like, will grab them by the scruff and then yeet them off the bed. Like, and it's funny because my brother was talking about getting another cat, and I'm like, we cannot. You cannot. I don't think she likes other cats. If she's this hostile to, like, a stuffed animal, I wonder, like, how she's gonna react when she's got, like, an actual kitten that she has to take care of and look after. So, basically we're waking up, and it's been and we're looking outside. Archimedes Sushida. Suchida? Okay. Deeps the Aphistel I go. Okay, so we're going there, I guess. And now I have an unbearable headache. Call me Archie nods, his eyes still firmly fixed upon the clipboard in his lap. He's writing, I don't know what he's writing, something related to me, or if he's just, I don't know, doodling flowers or whatever. I don't have the energy to care. My patience is wearing thin with every pulse of my heartbeat, which sends a throbbing lance of pain through my temples. It feels worse than if someone had decided to stuff cotton in my brain, like a sponge with a giant merciless hand squeezing it over and over. I love this guy's character design. I'm not quite sure why I do, but he looks super different, and he looks like he fits in the time period. The first guy that we saw, I think he is going to be main character in the game, but he reminds me too much of August, the non-binary general in When the Night Comes. So, I'm going to get it confused. Like, I'm going to get them confused. And you hadn't been drinking. I didn't last night, no. Though I considered it this morning. If your office had been hard to find, I might have slipped into Lath's and taken my chances with a whiskey bottle instead. Why do you think I picked this spot for the clinic? He gets out of his chair, and then, as I hoped he would, he opens the cabinet full of mystery bottles, takes out a few, and rummages for something on another low shelf. With the questionable smile, hands me a shot glass full of some vicious-looking, luminous green liquid. Do you serve this in a prettier glass? And give you the illusion of luxury, I'd like to be honest with my patients. Don't worry, it's worth it out for the first 3 seconds. Well then, cheers? Take a deep breath, brace myself, knock it back in one. It's bitter. It doesn't burn, but I might prefer that to the horrendous taste slithering down my throat. I slam the shot glass down the desk and gesture desperately for something, anything else to drink. He thrusts a glass of water into my hands. Is he smirking? Am I about to die? The water thankfully washes the horrific aftertaste out of my mouth. See? 3 seconds, like I said. Felt much longer than that. It was 3 seconds. Don't worry, I counted. Okay, sir, that's fine. Now, since you took it orally, it's going to require a little while to take effect. Does that mean I get to fall asleep? Because I could do with the rest. No. Then why do you give your patients such an inviting chair? Usually I don't. That chair is for personal guests. I suppose getting my clinic wrecked by ungrateful bastards does benefit some. You're the 5th person to comment about that chair. You get that many patients? Probably too many. Others are also happy to just pay me a fee and talk my ears off. Then I'd say you're doing a nice job stealing the bartender's business from down the street. Don't tell him that, or I've no doubt my tab will find itself inflating mysteriously. Oh, and since you're here... You are the Swiggity Swiggity, correct? Penny's new recruit. I am the one and only Swiggity Swiggity. Does Miss Sinclair know anything? If she does, I wouldn't be surprised, but she did tell me specifically that her new hire is going to be helping her transcribe some important tapes I promised her. I would stop by to deliver them myself this morning, but here I am held up with a patient complaining of a headache. Talk about... Hi, sweetie. Hi. She, like, turned around to look at me, so she's mad about something. Talk about lucking out, huh? Were they all just in a pile in your drawer this morning? Did you forget to finish this final step? That terrible headache of yours must have gone away by now with all that sass out of your mouth. It's then I realized it has, actually. Not completely, but the discomfort is so minimal that I don't notice much of anything aside from the fact that my head feels weirdly heavy, like it's full of secrets or something. Dr. Tsushita. Archie? Archie. Do you know anything about the murders and disappearances? No, I don't, and it bothers me a great deal. Now go home, rest up. I smile wryly. Not likely after you've dropped all this work into my lap. Just tell Penny it's doctor's orders that you get some rest. She can take it up with me if she feels like it. It's been a while since I've seen her anyway. Right, thank you. See you around, I guess. Not if you're lucky. Okay, so we're gonna go check out another weird little shop. Ooh, she's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and check it out, I guess, just to check it out. Why not? You're a curiosity, aren't you? A more precious bauble than any in the shop. And look, the tides have washed you right in. Ooh, hello. She's got a very strong jawline. I like that. Amethyst, excellent for migraines and nausea. Right. Hey, Eve, you okay there? Oh my god! Holy hell! Hi! Hello? Oh, she hot though. Oh wait, that's a man. I'm so sorry. You hot though, Adrian. Forgive me, sometimes I get a little carried away. One moment. They shove a crystal at the other customer's chest. This one is lavender and gold. Ametrine for clarity. Good way for scaring procrastination and other unsavory things. The golden-eyed stranger's cheeks flare pink and they laugh nervously, looking anywhere other than myself or Eve. They reach into the bag and retrieve a wad of money to wave at Eve, eager to shut them up. The stranger turns to me. I'm Adrian. Sorry about, well, them. They're sweet, just a little intense, you know? I got that. Are you new around here? That obvious? Anyway, here lies your first lesson. Eve will sell you a crystal that costs a week's rent, and all it'll do is give you hives. You can't trust a soul around here, especially not when they smile at you. Ooh, beautiful teeth, Adrian. Clarity, you said? I have a strange sense that you might need some, yes? I think you might be right, yeah. And you? Ah, sure. I'll do it. Can't hurt, right? Wait. Oh, and then I can raise... Okay, well, wait. I'm not gonna do that because I like Adrian. I'm really tight for cash right now. Just got to the city. But thank you. Maybe some other time? I insist you take it as a welcome gift, new friend. I really don't... I insist. Well, thank you, Eve. I'm sure it'll brighten up your place, right? Oh, well, you didn't catch a name. It's Swiggity. They're not. They pull away almost as if I shot them, their skin turning a tad paler. They glance at Adrian for a split second before they compose themselves and offer an obviously forced smile. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Swiggity. Now, please excuse me. I have a reading in a moment, so I need to go prepared. The spirits won't talk to themselves. Huh, that was weird. Weirder than usual. Glad I'm not the only one who noticed. I better dash, too. Nothing personal, I just have to get to work. Was a pleasure to meet you, Swiggity. Really. And if you're ever in my neck of the water, then stop by my studio sometime. Always looking for faces to paint. You can paint me like one of your French girls. Please. Please. No, Adrian, come back. I'm so lonely. You flatter me. And it's always nice to make new friends, right? Styx is a big place, distinctly lacking honest folks, and something about you tells me you're one of the good ones. Stop by sometime. See you around. Walking to the office, I find Penny sitting at my desk. This better be good, considering you've been gone for almost half of your shift. I can't promise it will be good, but they're from Dr. Tsushita. He said he was planning on dropping them by. That son of a bitch, I knew he'd come through. Ooh, hello. Egan, you're very attractive. You're a very attractive man. I need to brief you on this one. His name is Egan Castor. His brother came to my apartment after the quake in a mad panic. Apparently he disappeared last night under suspicious circumstances, but that's all I managed to get out of the crazy bastard before he ran off. Men. I stared at her, not being able to respond. Earth to Swiggity. You alright there, champ? You look a little peaky. I just had a bad night. No sleep, headache. Must have been the quake. Huh. You're still adjusting, I suppose. Let me tell you about this Castor guy. Get your fingers typing fingers ready. It's a long story. Gonna need a drink. Okay, so we went to the Vanguard. Oh, sweetie, it's okay. My little cat, her ears are twitching. I still don't know if I believe that he's missing. If you meet his brother, you'll understand why. I'd want to get the hell away from him, too. But you said they seem close. Why would they just disappear with no good reason? I guess that's for you to find out, huh? Right. Ooh, hello? Oh my god. Oh my god, she's like Billie Holiday. She's so pretty. Who is that? No talking. Songbird begins to sing. Red lips, tight curls, eyes as golden as the sun, and that voice. Like honey, dripping and smooth. She's compelling enough to make me feel like she's singing about me and for only me. With the way everyone else in the room is staring at her, I gather they feel the same. The same transfixed would be an understatement. But something swiftly pulls me from my daze. A terrible chill rolls down my spine, a full body shudder that is goose flesh prickling upon my skin. I feel the same way I did last night. Then I see him, the mystery man. All tall and looming. He's standing at the other end of the bar. Maybe he's a witch, something haunting and dark. A creature like the ones they say wander the sticks at night if you get too close to the shadows. Bluest eyes I've ever seen focus in on me like he's heard everything I'm thinking about him. He scowls at me from behind a curtain of ink black hair, and I can hear my own heartbeat rushing in my ears. The sound, the music, and the songbird's voice in mere echo. Like I'm underwater, but in a more literal sense. He averts his gaze. Only then do I register Penny snapping her fingers. Hey, you drunk already or something? Penny stiffens beside me. F. I turn to find the culprit. Sense somber. Penelope, I see you've brought the office here with you, as always. Should you really be drinking on the job? Penny merely scowls and angrily fumbles for her lighter. And who is this? Another of Miss Sinclair's victims? Her perfect red lips curl up at the corners of her eyes as she offers me... red lips curl up at the corners as she offers me a hand. Penny swears quietly under her breath and finally gets a flame out of the lighter, her relief apparent. Not a victim, just an employee. The songbird laughs heartily and takes my hand, shaking it firmly. There is a difference? I'm Callie Seymour. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Swoogity. Likewise. I actually need to steal your boss away, Swoogity. I hope you don't mind, but it's a private matter. How private are we talking? You said last time and talked my ear off about your bass player cheating on his wife for an hour. Time is money, Calliope. Don't give me that shit, Pen. I have solid information. Is that intriguing enough to make me taking up, your so-precious time worthwhile? Call it a night. I need you in early tomorrow to make up for the time we lost today, alright? Sure thing, boss. 30 minutes max. I need an early night, too. Huh, that's rich. Then Penny is off. So it was nice to meet you. So they're gone now. And I'm alone. And this man is staring at me. I'm having kind of a bad day. Well, week.
So
tell me, what exactly do you want? I keep catching you staring and I'm not looking for any company tonight if that's what you seek. I saw you yesterday. I don't think you did. I was a little preoccupied. So where exactly was this apparent sighting? Well, it's complicated. The quake. While it was happening, I had a vision or something. I have a twin, you know? It could have been him, but I guess it depends on what you saw. Huh. The Castor twins. You're one of them. The not missing one. My name is Blue, and yeah, I'm the not missing one. Very observant of you. You were covered in blood when I saw you.
Did
Sinclair put you up to this? Penny? No, I haven't told her a thing.
What else?
What else did you see?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Just fan-fucking-tastic. This is all I need. As if I don't have enough on my plate, you give me this, too? I stare at him. Do you want to tell me what's going on here? You apparently not shocked at all about what I thought was a pretty outlandish claim, and I'm feeling pretty damn lost.
Find me here tomorrow night.
Find me here tomorrow night, and don't tell anyone, especially not Sinclair. Got it? How do I know that I can trust you?
The last thing you
have to worry about is trust right now. I didn't catch your name, did I? It's Swiggity.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Be there when the lights dim. And you'll tell me what's going on? You'll tell me what's happening to me? Oh, they'll tell you. They?
It doesn't
rain here in paradise. It only pours. Welcome to Styx.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. And then he's gone, and with him goes my headache. It's like a weight has been lifted, the pressure turned off. Welcome to Styx, indeed. Oh, to be continued. So I guess that brings us to the end of the demo there, folks. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Is there anything else? Any other information that we need to take a look at? I don't think so. So that's Call Me Under. That is the... Oh. Oh, we're going to have voice actors. I don't know if I had my sound turned on. So cool. Diversity consultation. That's very cool. Okay. Great. So these are the credits here. Well, really wonderful entry here, guys. Oh, yeah. I must not have my sound on. I'm not getting any sound. That's so weird. Uh-oh. Okay, see you in 2021 somewhere beyond the sea. So I believe it's supposed to be released in the final quarter of 2021. The Kickstarter is no longer running, I don't believe. It's supposed to be released in the final quarter of 2021, so I would just definitely keep an eye out for it. This is definitely an interesting game. I like the idea of playing with an underwater city more. I would love to see more, like, just pictures of the environments just in general, just CGs of the environment as we go throughout the game. Just so that I can kind of get, like, more of a feel for this place and what it looks like, because the backgrounds are really nice and they're really wonderful, but I would love just something that kind of, like, shows the whole city as it is underwater, just so that I understand what it is that what kind of environment it is. I'm getting the feeling that it's, like, 1920s, 1930s, potentially. So definitely, like I said, kind of is giving me BioShock vibes, but very cool entry. And you guys can check out this demo for yourself if you want to. I will leave a link to it in the description below. You can also follow the development of the game on Twitter, so I will also leave the link to the developer's Twitter in the description below. If you like this video, please leave a like. It really does help the channel out. Also consider subscribing, and when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates when I upload future episodes. Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I'd like to give a very special shout out and thanks to my patrons, AceWolf741, Deep Dive Dylan, Brian White, Devil J, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, Bob Conway, and Cody Webb.